Captain's log. Guybrush Threepwood. Lost at sea for days now. I have no crew or navigational instruments. No provisions except a half-eaten corn dog, and unless I find water soon, I'm surely done for. Only the hope of finding my love, Elaine, keeps me going. My quest for the fabulous treasure called Big Whoop has left me in this sorry state. I thought it would bring me fame and glory. Instead, it delivered me into the clutches of my enemy, the zombie pirate LeChuck. I had thwarted his evil plot to marry Elaine, and he was after revenge. Really, really thirsty now. If only I could have a small drink of fresh water, I might have the strength to sail on. Oh, but I know there's nothing but ocean for miles and miles. If I could reach land, I might find water and some food. Fruit, maybe. Something to fight off the scurvy and help me get my strength back. Maybe some bananas. Oh, why do I torture myself like this? I might as well wish for some chicken and a big mug of grog for all the good it'll do me. Oh, my sweet Elaine. Am I cursed to starve here on this ocean without seeing your face just one more time? Am I...
times do I have to tell you, LeChuck, I just don't feel that way about you.
Elaine?
By my congealed blood, you'll learn to love me. Sail with me, and I'll make you queen of the dead.
I can't. I'm washing my hair tonight.
Blast be your hair, woman! Can't you see that this salty old sea corpse pines for your every gentle caress?
You know, I don't think my father would approve of me dating the undead. And you're probably too nice a zombie pirate for me anyway. Let's just be friends instead. Let's face it, LeChuck, you're an evil, foul-smelling, vile, codependent villain, and that's just not what I'm looking for in a romantic relationship right now.
Darn your riddles, you saucy female! What do you mean? Ow! Oh!
You're a bloodthirsty monster who's already kidnapped me once, tortured my friends, and taken from me the only man I ever loved. Guybrush Threepwood.
Ah, how romantic. Ship ahoy!
Threepwood! Fish him out.
Guybrush?
Guybrush Threepwood, by my gangrenous gut, I don't know how you escaped my carnival of the damned, but you won't escape the taste of my blade! Ah! Ooh, the lass has spirity. Throw him in the hold. I'll finish him after the battle. Turn loose the longboats. And prepare the flaming voodoo cannonball.
I've got to get out of here and help Elaine. If I could only get through this one door, well, then I could easily overpower the armed guards above, slip over the side, and make for the shore.
Quit your mumbling, captive.
Why, hello there. This is the Chrono Cross One Plays Games, and I apologize for not popping up until now. But I wanted you to experience this game's introduction as I did when I first played it. This was my first introduction to the Monkey Island series of adventure games by LucasArts. And it's a fantastic game, and I have fond memories of playing this game when I was a lot younger. And I have not played, coincidentally enough, the first two games in the series. They released a special edition of those games a while back, but I haven't played them. I'm going to try to dig them up and play them eventually. Maybe I'll even put them on this channel. We're going to play a little bit of this, and maybe we'll turn it into a full series. We'll see. So let me know here. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the gameplay, and I'm going to shut up and just play. Maybe comment as we see fit. But there is a lot of dialogue in this game, so we will be long periods of time where I'm not saying anything. So, just so you know.
You in the fort, your doom be at hand. Stand back.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Who are you?
I'm the evil pirate Bloodnose, the wickedest fiend ever to sail under the banner of King Death. I'd as soon chew your nose off as look at you.
You sound pretty tough.
I'm so tough. In junior high, I stuffed Davy Jones in his locker.
I think it's always funny when you play these games to actually go through the entire dialogue tree so you can get all of the bits of dialogue out of this. Because the writers of this had some pretty clever lines that they wrote in here. And some interchanges between the characters. Guybrush there and Bloodnose the pirate. Doesn't really have a bloody nose, so I don't know why they called him that, but
How tough are you again?
I'm so tough, I could survive being flogged with a cat o' nine tails for half an hour. Or 3 cats of 5 tails for 18 minutes.
he's probably going to repeat that again, but I'm going to try it.
How tough are you again?
I'm so tough, I drink milk straight from the carton.
Ooh.
Now, this is, like I said, an adventure game. Or maybe I didn't say that. Forgive me, I don't remember. It is early morning when I'm recording this. Haven't been to bed yet. But in this type of adventure game, and a lot of people who are younger may not remember this, but you point and click, interact with the objects that appear to be in the background, or objects of any interest, and you try to solve puzzles, pick up objects to help solve puzzles, and engage in dialogue with the other characters in the game in order to progress. I'm playing in what they call Mega Monkey mode on this particular game, which is the harder of the two modes where there's harder puzzles. That's the only difference. The story's the same. You don't get an extra reward for completing it, I do not believe. But I have beaten both modes before a long time ago, and then this is be my first playthrough of this in years, actually. But it is one of my favorites, and I hope you enjoy.
Are you wearing a fake beard?
Bloodnose the pirate would not have a fake beard.
Yes, it is. It's been glued to your ear hair.
Actually, it's a highly sophisticated beard weave, made from the chest and back hair of real pirates. I'm hoping it'll take root if I don't wash it for a while.
Hey, wait a minute. You're not a pirate. Wally! Don't you recognize me? It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Oh, gee. Hello, Mr. Wood.
The last time I saw you, we were prisoners in LeChuck's dungeon. Why would you sign on with a ship of the living dead?
Well, Mr. Brush, at first I had some misgivings about it. But thanks to LeChuck's seminars, motivational lectures, and audio books on Parrot, I've become a vicious corsair. You can too. Ask me how.
The voiceovers in this game are so well done, and mostly everyone does a great job, I should say, because there are a few less than great performances, but it's very hard to find them. And pretty much everyone meets the characters well, or fits the characters well, rather. And especially Dominic, and forgive me on his last name. He plays Guybrush here. He's excellent. I did a pretty mean impression of him at one point. I dare not attempt it now. My voice has deepened a little bit since I did it, so I can still pull off some of the higher pitched into his vocal range if I try, but I'm not here to do impressions right now. We're not going to exhaust all the dialogue tree for interest of moving along here. I'm just trying to remember what I have to do to get to progress here.
Tell me more.
Here. This leaflet explains the basic philosophy I follow.
Tell me about these audiobooks.
To become a pirate, the audio books on Parrot are the key. You get a set of 12 parrots, one a month. Return as many as you like. Keep them all.
Audiobooks on Parrot.
They teach you to talk just like a pirate. All the key phrases.
When I think I played this game originally, I did not get that joke. Now I think I just got it.
Who's a pretty bird? All the phrases a pirate needs to command respect.
It's weird because you'd think I would get it because, pirates usually have a parrot on their shoulder. Let's get that right. And that'd be funny. What if a parrot had a pirate on his shoulder? Has anyone ever depicted that before? Anyway, but they have audio tapes, but there's no tapes in this era here because it's obviously Caribbean pirate times, for lack of a better term, and like the 1700s or something like that, I think it is. And there's no tape. So how would you get an audio tape? You'd have a parrot. I don't know. I just got it. I know I'm kind of behind here, but yeah. We can hear more of this, or I can just cancel out with that one.
I'm not in the mood for sales hype.
Okay, so let's we want, he'd want to find what LeChuck's plans are, so I would go that way.
What are LeChuck's plans?
He's been working on a secret weapon, some incredibly powerful cannonball. He's going to use it to blow down the walls of the fort, so his crew can overrun the island.
Okay, now, set me free, Wally, would be... See, the idea is to get, if I remember right, you want to get Wally upset with himself. So, you want to do this.
You're a failure as a pirate.
Shut your trap, you yellow-bellied blowfish. One more peep out of you, and I'll do you in.
Just go ahead and shoot.
That's it. I'm gonna blast you. I'm gonna... I can't do it. I just can't. You're right, Mr. Wood. I'm just not a pirate. I'm not ferocious or bloodthirsty or hateful or anything. I'm not even unpleasant. Oh.
Oh, there.
The point of that was to leave the cannon unguarded so you could do something with it. But you want to pick up his plastic hook, I believe. Okay, and then you can also examine people
I don't think I've ever seen a cuter pirate.
and objects.
Hey, it's one of those new self-loading cannons I've heard so much about.
Let's see, what else do we got in the environment? We got some rope, so we're going to grab the rope.
It's all tangled up in all that debris.
Or maybe not.
Pick it up.
Let's see, ramrod. Can we get that? Yep, we can get the ramrod. He just stuffs it in his pants. Can't fit it in there. It's funny.
They're too heavy to carry.
See, I got an itch right there. Wasn't picking my nose or anything. Just in case you thought I was. If I was gonna do that, I would do this. I'm joking. I'm self-conscious of that all the time, though. I try not. That's why I try to keep my hands away from my face when I'm doing this. But it's subconscious sometimes. I'm just. And when I catch myself doing it, I'm going, they're gonna think I'm picking my nose. I'm not. Okay. Let's see here. We gotta cut the rope or this thing's gonna ricochet. The idea is to blow this door open, I think.
I don't want to disturb him. He's had a hard day. Looks like a ramrod for the cannon. It's Wally's fake pirate hook. Piracy, the LeChuck way. Chapter 1. How to get more than 15 men on a dead man's chest.
Oh, that reminds me. There was a sequel to this game that Telltale Games made, and they were asking for suggestions for books to put in the Voodoo Woman's or Voodoo Lady's hut, and I came up with a real clever one, but they didn't end up using any of the ideas anyone suggested. And I don't think they even had, or at least to my knowledge. But I think what mine was she would have a book called Loose Lips Sink Ships, How to Keep Your Zombie Pirates Properly Stitched. I thought it was funny. Alright, so what am I... Okay, so something to do with this ramrod, I think.
It's already loaded and ready to fire.
Okay, so I don't need that. But how are we gonna cut this? So we gotta... There's like something sharp... Maybe the hook. I gotta use the hook on it.
Hooking the rope won't do anything.
Okay. I remember there being a sword. Oh, I think I know. I gotta pull this once. That trying's gonna get annoying, isn't it?
Oops.
Oi! You're getting a little close there, pal! Watch where you're shooting! Aye, whose side are you on?
Okay.
Hey, I'm getting pretty good at this. Ooh, gross. bones and stuff are floating towards the ship. Well, looks pretty sturdy. If there are any of you stinking, wretched fiends of the damned in there, could you open this door? It's not that I'm trying to escape or anything. It's just that I'd like to step outside and enjoy an adult beverage.
I am missing something. It's like in the easy mode, there's a sword that you use. Oh, okay, maybe you got to stick your head out here. Yeah, that's right. Then you talk to Murray.
I can't quite squeeze past this cannon. Can I call you Bob?
You may call me Murray. I am a powerful demonic force. I am the harbinger of your doom, and the forces of darkness will applaud me as I stride through the gates of hell, carrying your head on a pike.
Stride?
All right, then roll. Roll through the gates of hell. Must you take the fun out of everything?
This guy is one of my favorite side characters. He ends up reappearing in a couple of the sequels, too, as a running gag. Especially when Guybrush Threepwood sees a skull of any sort, he's always like, Murray? It's hilarious. I would really like to go through the dialogue tree here, because I think we have to get something to happen.
You know, you'd look great with a melting candle on your forehead.
I get the feeling you're not taking me very seriously.
No, I am, really.
Really? Then let me hear you scream in terror.
Eek. Why do you villains always laugh so much?
I wasn't laughing about anything in particular. Somewhere there's a fish nibbling on my foot, and it really tickles.
You're about as fearsome as a doorstop.
Is it a really evil-looking doorstop?
Never mind. Well, at least now you never have to worry about what to wear.
Well, I suppose that's true.
And accessorizing is really easy.
That's also true. And I look good in hats.
There you go. How can you see without eyeballs?
How can you walk around without a brain? Some things no one can answer.
Was your mother's father bald too?
I'm not bald. I just have a really high widow's peak.
I'm going now.
Good. Now leave me alone. I have enough of scheming and evil plotting to do.
Nah, perhaps there wasn't anything to do with that.
Well, they've messed with
Oh, I think we gotta connect the hook to the ramrod. There we go.
If I could just
And we
get
can
my
use
hands
this
on
to
that gun.
reach that.
If I could just get my hands peeled.
Yeah, that's what we do. And then there's the sword. Okay.
Hey, that's my arm. Give that back.
I wonder if we try to give it back to him.
Well, I guess I'll just have to look on the bright side of this.
If I gave you your arm back, what would you do with it?
I'd terrorize the South Seas. I'd torture the living. I'd demolish the... what I meant to say was I'd use it to pet kittens.
Nope, you blew it.
You rat.
Okay.
At least I've lost some weight.
We can't give it back to him, so we're gonna go back in. Okay, we're gonna cut the rope, and then when we pull the cannon, it should open the door, and that should start the next chapter. See, I'm remembering some of this, but
Taste cold steel, feeble cannon
it'll
restrainer.
come back to me. So I played this at least a few times. Oop, I don't want to do that.
Now, with the demon flames of this voodoo cannonball.
Oh, let me get my camera out of the way, if I can.
Other world. That'll show her how much I truly care.
That way you can see the cutscene and listen to it.
Neptune's navel. That was a close one.
Hey, I lost my cutlass when the ship capsized.
Oh, something slipped there. My controller. Alright, so. How long has this been going? Oh, looks like about a half hour now. I guess this wasn't the next chapter yet. We're going to go ahead and save the game, though, because I've been going for a little while. No, we don't want to go over. We're going to do a new save. I'm going to make sure it's still there. In fact, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do 2 saves. Make sure these don't just disappear on us. Okay. So, we are going to call it quits for now on this. I will come back and play this a little more later. I still got a whole lot of Lost Spear to do, though. And like I've said before, that is going to be my focus for the most part. But I promise you, I'm really thinking and feeling about playing this game some more, because I really think you'll enjoy it. And, you know, if you've enjoyed so far, at the very least, what's happened, then you'll enjoy the rest of it. It gets a lot better than this. The whole thing is an entire joy to, at least, hear the dialogue and everything through the whole way. And it's got some great cutscenes from the time it came out. I believe it was 1995. Here, let me check the copyright on my my disc. 1997. 2 years off. But yeah, that was a long time ago. At least it came out after I was born. There's a lot of things out there I, discovered after I was born in the early decade of my birth, like from the early 1980s, and stuff that came out before that I've discovered. It's always nice to have something that's been around that I personally enjoyed, that someone else that, is older than me can't say that they enjoyed first. But I guess I could run into somebody that could. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it quits here, like I said. And thank you for watching Curse of Monkey Island playthrough part 1 of question mark. Hopefully many more. And we'll see you next time on the Chrono Cross 1 Plays Games. As soon as I can get the thing to fade out. There we go. Thank you.